You feel your face getting hot. Your pride flares. Irritation rises. Have you ever worked hard, stayed sharp, and still walked into a room already feeling judged? Not casual comparison. The kind that starts before anyone even says a word. It only takes a second for your body to know. Something painful is coming. You should learn how to work like him. The meeting room feels freezing. Bright on the screen, tense everywhere else. Same team, same project. Same boss. One goes first while the other waits for his turn. Then the boss nods at him and says, "That's it, that's the clearer way to present it." Then he turns to you, same soft tone. But every word suddenly feels sharper. He says it plainly, look at how he did it. Same task, completely different result. And somehow those few silent seconds hurt more than the comparison itself. In that moment, you do not feel calm at all. You feel your face getting hot. Your pride flares. Irritation rises fast. You want to sit up and say something right away, but your thoughts are already spiraling. The first question forms in your head, and it does not stop there. Am I actually worse than him? Has my boss never really valued me from the start? Because you know how much you actually did. You stayed late, fixed line after line, and carried the deadline home in your chest. You fixed every line like it mattered. Because to you it did. You did not just carry the project. You carried the pressure in your body too. That is the cruel part of comparison. It does not stop at hurting you. It teaches you to hurt yourself. Stoic philosophy begins with something very simple. Some things are yours to control, and some things are not, you cannot control. Whose working style your boss prefers, or who gets praised in front of the room. You cannot control being compared. You cannot control what office culture chooses to reward. But one thing always stays in your hands: how you answer the discomfort inside you. Stoicism does not ask you to stop feeling hurt. It only asks you not to hand your mind over to the hurt. You may still feel the sting, but now the sting does not get to run your whole mind. Try looking at it a little more coldly now. When someone compares you to a coworker, two things begin happening at the same time. One thing happens outside, a sentence and evaluation, a management style that may simply lack sensitivity. The other thing happens inside. Your ego gets touched, and then you start writing the rest of the story yourself. If you are honest, the part that hurts the longest is usually not the sentence. It is the story you keep telling yourself after it. Maybe I really am worse, maybe. He is the kind of person this company actually wants. Just because someone is better than you at one thing does not mean they are greater than you in total worth. And just because you were compared today does not mean you are the one who lost. The real question is not what they said. It is whether you can still keep yourself. After they said it, if you react by instinct, you carry that whole block of resentment with you for the rest of the day. You keep replaying that sentence in your head. Instead of returning to the work in front of you, you start looking at your coworker through a quiet, private kind of competition. You work in a state that is less about the task and more about proving you are not beneath anyone. But the Stoic response is different. You separate the useful part from the wound. If there is something concrete to learn, take it: clearer structure, shorter delivery, stronger focus. Keep that and the part that only wounds you, the phrasing, the sting. The ego hit, leave that behind. And the part that only wounds you, the phrasing, the sting. The ego hit, leave that behind. If you need to answer your boss, answer when your mind is cooled, calm, clear, and without bitterness. That is not weakness, that is maturity. There will always be someone better than you at something. There will always be someone better than you at something. You can turn comparison into a way of understanding yourself more clearly, or into a slow poison inside your self-respect. You do not need to defeat that coworker in order to prove your value. You do not need to defeat that coworker in order to prove your value. Tell the truth. Have you ever been hurt by being compared at work? And after that, did you try to grow from it? Or did you quietly keep living as if you had to prove you were better than someone? Tell me in the comments, were you the one being compared? Or are you still stuck in that race every single day?